Good morning. This is Dre with Grind Major Day Trading, and I'm grateful that you're checking out my recap. It is Monday morning, the 20th, and we are actually going to do this live this morning. So we are in position. I have our level marked off where we got our entry at 820. We're on a sell position for a daily contract that's 30 points wide, and we got our entry at $29 per contract. That contract is 2820 to 2830 to expire at 4:15 today. So what we are going to do is just watch and see how this plays out for us. And at the end of whenever we get out of our position, we're going to go back over the trade plan that I gave to my subscribers and my coaching clients last night. All right. So while we are letting this develop, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who is taking advantage of my full bundle of getting everything that I offer, my full steps, day-to-day processes, my documents, my PDFs, and 3 master classes. I want to shout out to everybody who picked that up and took advantage of that offer this weekend for $200. It's still available. So if you want to get all of my material, which usually sells for $2,000 or more, you can get it for 90% off. Excuse me, you get it for 90% off, $200 as long as the promotion is running, because I'm trying to help as many of you traders become consistently profitable using as little capital as possible. And using these spreads are just a phenomenal tool to do that. So anyway, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a move to the downside to hit maybe our first target at the 28.35 level, 34 level, which you see here just below us. All of these levels, with the exception of the green that you see here that says Monday entry point, all of these levels are old levels. And we are just trading these levels over and over again as long as they're showing to be solid support and resistance. My process is a little more detailed than that, but that's definitely something that we get into as far, when we're trading. So anyway, we're in profit. We're going to let this work out. And I'm going to pause it, come back, and see where we're looking. Okay? All right, everybody. So it's a little bit after the open, 9:48, and we are actually, we got a little bit of a retracement. It took us back up above our entry point, and we're now trying to make our way back down again. So we're going to see if we get below this temporary support that we found at that 28, 34, 35 level. We're going to see if that's going to hold up. I still feel good that we're going to go to the downside based on the trade plan that I'm going to go over after we exit our position. I'm going to go over today's trade plan. So definitely want to stick around for that. But right now, I do feel as though we are still good for our short position. So we're going to let this work, and we're going to check back. And as always, if the position goes against us, we're prepared to get out with our managing our already low risk. We're going to go ahead and get out with an even smaller loss to minimize that, or we're going to get out at our planned take profit, or we are going to move our planned take profit up to make sure that we get out with profit, depending on what the market is doing. So that's what we're going to do. And I will check back with you in a few after we let this work a little bit more. All right. All right, everybody. It is 10:05, and I've made a couple of changes. So we're going to go over those real quick, and I'm going to have some notes for you, of course, when we return. But this first position for $29 per contract, excuse me, I've already exited that position with a total loss of about $50. These contracts are going to be available on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is Grind Major Day Trading and Education. Instagram is GM_day trading. So you'll be able to see the contracts for that trade there. So I've exited this position with a small loss. The total investment, I believe, was $290, and I'm out with the $50 loss. The reason is we came down, we hit some slight support, and we're trying to creep our way back up, and we were closing above our entry point. So we started getting a little bit of retracement back down. We were actually pretty negative, negative around $100. We got this pullback to get us negative around 20, 30, and I went ahead and got out around 50. And it looks like we're trying to build some momentum to try to creep our way up, and maybe start getting the ping pong effect going back and forth. Why do I feel this? Because I'm familiar with this particular instrument, to be honest with you. This is that intuition that if you are a client of mine, if you're in my training, I'll talk about that intuition a lot. It's just something that you have to develop, and you develop it not by bouncing all over the place, by looking at all kinds of charts. I mean, it's cool if you can do that. I like to trade different instruments. I do trade different instruments. But when you're first starting out, I always suggest that you find something that you really like. I don't really care what it is. It could be currency, it could be indices, whatever. But find one or two things that you really, really like to trade, and just follow those things and really learn their movements, because they love to repeat themselves and do things on certain days. And they really repeat themselves. History repeats itself. If you've ever watched my recaps, you understand what I mean by that. So it looks to me as though we were going to get faked out to the downside. And I wanted to go ahead and get out with a small loss. So I did that. And I also jumped into a buy position, which is now in profit. So we are going to monitor this. I have a plan for this as well. And again, if you want to learn how to do this, you want to make sure you take advantage of the offer that I'm running right now, where you can get my daily processes and procedures that I follow for $200, lifetime access. It's normally $2,000, 90% off. I mean, it's consistently my trade plan that I follow. Like everything that I do day to day, how I follow my plan, just my process, my thought process. You get it all. You get it all. My documents, anything that I use to train people with, all that good stuff, man. You're gonna get it all rolled up into one, getting it for $200 for a very limited time. So if you want to take advantage of that, click the link in the promotion that I have, and I'll put the link in here as well. So anyway, we are going to get back to work. We're going to monitor this, and we're going to see. Right now, we have already, quite honestly, if I really wanted to, I could hop out really quickly. I've already recovered that $50. I'm up like $80 right now. So I could hold it, which I am going to hold it. But we'll be back. I'll let you know how we work this out. All right. And I'll be back with updated notes as well. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to hop back on real quick with the updated notes and run through it really quickly to let you know where we are and kind of clean that up. So we got into a sell position at 820. We got in at $29 per contract. And again, as always, these contracts are going to be posted on Instagram and Facebook, GM_day trading and Grind Major Day Trading and Education. So we got in at $29 on our sell entry at 820. And we anticipated a sell-off. We got a bit of a sell-off, and we actually were in profit, but we did not take it. That was my fault. I held it, and we got a retracement back up to our entry point. But we were able to get out with a small loss of $3 per contract. So we were able to, even though we only spent $29 to get in, we were able to even manage that to an even smaller loss. So that's something that I'll teach you how to do with my material and my services. So we got out of that position with a $3 loss, and we immediately got in. And the reason is, as I said a moment ago, is because we're just very familiar with this instrument. I've been trading this instrument for years now. It just felt like a trap move. So we're back above our entry point. It looks like we were losing steam on the sell side, and at least for a short period of time, they're going to try to force it to the upside. So we hopped into a low risk position for $21 per contract on a 12 o'clock position. It's going to expire at 12 p.m. About another hour and 45 minutes from now. And we are currently in profit we're going to hold on to it and see how that works out, because we're also around a key time in the morning where this type of activity would take place as well, as far as the trend possibly either changing direction or continuing on. And it looks like we might be getting a change in direction. So we're going to see if that works out. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to manage this one just like we did the first one. But as you can see, if you only put out $29, but you technically only lost $3 of that $29, you can clearly see why we have capital to hop back in and follow whatever we need to follow if the opportunity presents itself. We're not going to chase anything. This is all based on our plan, what we're familiar with by trading the S&P every day. All of the things that we teach you at Grind Major Day Trading, all of that roll up into one is what you're looking at right now. So not trying to overcomplicate it, not trying to make it sound all super crazy. We don't need a bunch of charts to make it, look like, it just is what it is, man. Find the instrument that you love, learn how to trade it well, and make money on it, period. That's it. So anyway, looks like they're trying to give us a little bit of a push. We're on a 5-minute chart only to look at the detail inside the position. We're not using short-term charts to get direction. We're just looking at this for entry and exit points. We already have our plan, our direction, our plan for whether it goes one way or the other, which is why we're able to do things like this. All right. So we're going to check back and I'll let you know how this plays out. All right. Peace. Be right back. All right, we are back and we are out of our position. Actually, I went ahead and got out because I wanted to ensure profit for today. I figured we'd probably get a little bit more of a pop to the upside, but let me just go over what we did. So as I said a moment ago, we got out of our first position, which was going to be a sell. We were in profit, but we missed our opportunity to take that profit and got caught in the retracement. So we took a loss on that of $3 per contract. We put $29 out and we put $26 back in our account. We lost $3 of that, which translates to about 30 bucks. So we were out of that position. We went back in because of what I said a moment ago, what we recognized in the market, and using this instrument on a consistent basis. So we got in on a low risk buy position for 2 hours for $21. Which clearly they're definitely making that pop now. I probably should have just went ahead and held on, but it's all good. But we got our move to the upside and we were able to get out at $51 per contract, which results in a $30 profit per contract. And remember, we have this $30 loss. So we have a net for the morning of $270, and we were able to recover that in 27 minutes. So that is going to be it for us this morning. It is now 10:35. There is absolutely no reason to be greedy. We have all week to trade. And if you have been following my recaps and following my results that I post online, you see that, phenomenal days much larger than 270 are definitely in the future, just by following the plan that I put out every day and getting in and out properly. So we took a loss like everybody does. I'm not sure how many people like to show their losses or explain how and why they took a loss, but I most certainly like to do that so that you, one, don't have any misconceptions about, this day trading business, and two, understand that it is a way to manage it so that you can continue to trade and make profits and recover your losses like we just did here. So although the market has definitely continued up like I expected it to, some might say that we left some money on the table. I definitely don't look at it that way. We recovered our loss. We made a phenomenal profit, and we're done before 11 o'clock in the morning. That's good to me. We have the rest of the week to go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's recap. It was live. As you can see, it's 10:36, 5:20 in the morning. Just kind of paused and started, to kind of try to keep it short for you. But we use Nadex, we use TOS for our charts. And if you want to get my material on how to do this, like I said, I'm running a promotion right now. For $200, you get lifetime access to 3 of my most popular masterclasses. You also get access to my method that I use day to day to achieve profits using low risk contracts. And you get it all for $200, man. Plus, you get access to me. It's a lot of information, so I'm making myself available by email. Once you go through it and start practicing, you're going to have questions. Email me, and I will absolutely help you. You know, I'm trying to do everything I can to get you to the point of being consistently profitable using as little capital as possible. So make sure you, if you are seeing this on YouTube or wherever, there's going to be a link in the description, a PayPal link for you to take advantage. If you're on Facebook, go to Grind Major Day Trading and Education and click the like button. You'll get the promotion there. GM_day trading on Instagram. You can see it there. So it's all over the place. Make sure you take advantage. I haven't decided when I'm going to take it down, but it will not be up for very long. Again, this is 90% off of what I normally charge, with an effort to try to help you learn this business. You know, I'm self-taught. I have a way of simplifying things. I'm not a professional teacher. I just have a way of conveying information to where people can get it, and I got it. So, you know, let's get to work. All right. So hope you enjoyed today's recap. Make sure you take advantage of that promotion, and I will check with you all very, very soon. All right. Have a blessed, profitable, and productive Monday. Peace.